Hello everybody, and welcome back to more of Nick Plays Doki Doki Literature Club. Whew! Okay, so people are going crazy and turning into demons, or at least that's what I'm depicting it as. They're not actually, they're just going crazy, so whatever. Yeah, we're gonna sit down and read with Yuri, so I guess that's what's happening right now. And I just push my keyboard back in and it squeaks. Yeah, I really need to put WD-40 on that. Anyways, let's continue on. This game's going really well. I'm enjoying it a lot at this point. Yeah. That's all I can really say. I'm really enjoying it, and honestly, I can't. We're getting close to finishing, and like as much as I don't want to, as much as I want to finish it, I'm actually like enjoying this one a lot. Because like there's so much in this game, and like it just makes me happy to play games like this. Alright, let's continue on. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! Oh, that's bad in the feeling. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? We didn't get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine.
I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.
What on earth was that about? Nick! Did something happen just now?
Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does it sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay, we're sharing poems again. And sharing poems is really fun. And of course we're going to share with Natsuki first, because Natsuki is adorable and literally... yeah, adorable.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one.
Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
If you could just see my face right now, you would just see a blank expression on it. Like, yeah. Like there's that meme of Justin Timberlake when they post on April 30th when they're about to say it's going to be May, and there's just this blank look with like unimpressed, where he's like unimpressed, and that's basically the same look I just had. Cool. There's the poem. Nick! Why didn't you come in with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Why do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri has a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Nick, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to go home and cry? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Ah! Um, I'm actually at a loss for words as to what just happened. That I'm trying to get my voice back because that hurt. I cannot sing death metal ever because it hurts. Anyways, we have one more person to share the poem to, and that's Monica.
Hi again, Nick. How's the writing going?
Well, I showed my poem to Natsuki, and she kind of went evil, got demonically possessed, and then broke her neck. So,
alright, I guess? I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go.
I gave my poem to Monica.
Huh. Alright. Great job, Nick. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. I was going ooh, 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 ooh.
Something like that, right?
English isn't my first language. As weird as that sounds. So I'm kind of confused when it comes to English.
Just kidding, actually. English. It is true that I didn't start. I kind of did. How do I put this? I guess for like the first few years I spoke Hungarian for a little while. And then as soon as I started school and stuff, I transitioned over to English. Everything was English, so. Yeah. Anyways.
It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what, Yuri? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for some alone time.
Suddenly, the door opens.
Yuri! Hi, Beck! Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Well, anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright be. What? I don't know. She's missed some things. The colors, they won't. Bright. Beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless something of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless poem of meaningless. Delete her.
What? What? What?
No. Oh. I don't know what's happening, but... What? A knife to a ribcage, delete her? Sine, cosine, tangent? This is not good.
Don't worry. I know it's kind of abstract.
And messed up, Monica. You're basically telling me to kill someone.
I'm just trying to, well, never mind.
Yeah, you're trying to kill someone.
There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything.
Please help me.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
I guess we're showing it to Yuri. I'm actually kind of scared.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you're fighting for today.
Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath.
I like just holding it.
Huh?
I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything.
Wheel. This is a poem? This is like a paragraph. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A dock ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. What? God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolthead. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. Breathing sky. Breathing wheel.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, the pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping it. I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. Okay. What did I just... can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
I have unlocked a special poem. Okay. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. What is happening?
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Why is everything red? Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a good...
What?
I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
I don't know what just happened. This is weird.
Well, don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively since Nick joined and we've started some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so good about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets busier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Nick?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Nick to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Nick joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Nick isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're present and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Aww.
Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. Okay, we're going to stop right in the middle of this conversation, because this is a fairly long video. And it's kind of leaving it on a cliffhanger, but that's okay. It'll get more exciting next episode, so make sure you guys watch that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode. Make sure you guys watch this playlist from the beginning to figure out the whole story and how we got to this point. If you guys have done that, watch some of the other videos on the channel. There's some pretty good videos on there, and I do enjoy them myself. Sometimes I go back and watch my playlists as well, which is really weird. But yeah. Anyways, if you guys have done that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave likes on the video, leave comments on the video, and hit that notification bell. Also, make sure you guys click on the links down in the description to follow me on social media and on Twitch, because I do stream every so often. It's getting more regularly now, but again, New Year's schedules are changing, so we'll find a time. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.